Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight, we've got an exciting match between Boise State and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas in Super Smash Bros. For the Mountain West Conference. Normally tonight, we would be watching the Power Esports Conference, but today, we're going to be watching Mountain West as we see Boise State take on their newest opponent in the 5th week of these conferences. My name is Audrey Norris, catching all the action with Sebastian Leeper as tonight we jump in to Boise State's next fight in the crew battles to try and take the win. Now, throughout the weeks in both PEC and Mountain West, we've seen Boise State coming just kind of into their own with a new team, new players, trying to get used to the idea, and we haven't been able to pick up as many wins as we've wanted. So what are some things that we've kind of noticed that we hope to see tighten up as we continue the season?
Off-stage play from Boise State has made them falter a couple times. The split-second decisions off-stage can cost everything in a crew battle. And we've seen time after time recently those stocks evaporating at very low percents for Boise State. So I need them to focus off-stage more and go past those previous losses and focus on gaining their confidence back for the later weeks in these conferences.
Yeah, Boise State was able to pick up a win during the Power Esports Conference this week, and now jumping into Mountain West with that under their belt, we'll have to see if they're able to kind of continue that momentum going forward. You know, I do think that just one of the name of the game recently has just been those unfortunate SDs off stage. You know, an ability that you have just doesn't quite go how you want it, and just those moments of just a split second too late or getting thrown off by your opponent that really matters. And I think there were a lot of cases where Boise State was able to bring the opponent almost down to their level, like in stock count, but just because they lost a couple stocks early on, weren't able to go through with it. So I'd be excited to see how we go in getting into it. And as always, when you are looking for advice in a game and you want to be able to improve your skills, Doc's keys to the game are one of the best ways to do it, and that in Super Smash Bros. Is going to be punishing openings, roll to dodge, win in neutral, and remember to taunt. Super Smash Bros. Is a game about strategy and, in a way, kind of like a chess game, and when you see those openings, you've got to punish them.
And that's what we are going to see here as we move on to the strategy portion of Boise State versus Las Vegas here, as we see the characters Boise State is choosing here with the Doc changing his tag from Dr. Schmungus, I believe, on Palutena, Olimar for Supersonic, Goki's on Roy, and Leodog on King DDD. Pretty normal choices for Boise State. And I hope they are prepared for the sorties that are ahead. We see Cloud, Sora, and Chrom there. All pretty ranged fighters.
Yeah, Cloud is an interesting character, especially just compared to some characters that you have on, you know, like online. We talk about like online, offline a little bit. That's the fun thing about Smash Bros. Is the difference with the Wi-Fi. Cloud's a fun character. We haven't actually seen him much yet in the PEC, but he's always fun because limit break is one of those things where you're like, I hope I'm not off stage long enough that Cloud gets his limit break as I'm watching him charge from across the map from me. And so it becomes the little chase tag game. But we're going to not be seeing that immediately as we're going to jump in. Boise State versus UNLV, Kazuya versus Roy.
This is going to be quick pace and a lot of a brawl. That huge move right there, Electric Wind Godfist, is the name of the game for Las Vegas here as they start their huge combos.
Yeah, much like we've seen Terry in the past, those fighter game combos can be deadly, and we see that right there as Roy takes a couple powerful percentage hits right there and loses a stock right off the bat. Unfortunately for Boise State, only so far at 22% for UNLV, already starting to get some of that damage back and push Boise State off the ledge, narrowly missing some of those dangerous attacks there.
And yeah, just being right by Kazuya is always a game of very scary rock, paper, scissors, as the moment you get hit by Electric Wind Godfist, your stock could go away quickly. Seems like Roy has regained momentum a little bit here, just right on the interactions. And now we have, Boise State has ledge, and they're pretty comfortable here. Any hit from Roy will take the stock.
And UNLV knows it and manages to get past Boise State, almost taking the stock there, but we do see a fake out here. 113% to 109%. Oh my goodness, Boise State knocked off the ledge again. Going back to that ledge game, now Boise State in just as dangerous of a position here. Gets a nice attack off onto Kazuya. Kazuya on ledge. Going to be able to dodge away back into the middle. And
a little bit of an escape sequence.
Yeah, gonna just kind of dodge back and forth. Ooh, this could be it, and the stock is lost.
Oh, Charge F-Smash, what? That is a crazy decision for Boise State.
For Boise State.
With the stock.
Yeah, Boise State not wanting to let that stock loss there go without a little bit of revenge, able to take a stock. Not able to even it out just yet, though.
This is from Las Vegas. The combo that's difficult, very difficult. Messes up the fastball, but they're given second wind, Las Vegas is, with the interactions. Roy needs to be very careful, as Las Vegas is just swinging. Like, there's nothing else that's going on here from Las Vegas's brain, to be honest. It's one brain cell, and it is being rewarded.
All I do is punch, and it works, and we can see that right there. The shield does block it, but Roy is going to get launched 108% here. Dangerous zone for the sword fighter, especially with his opponent only at 49%, 143% onto Roy here on the ledge. This could be a knockout, and we see that there as Boise State does take the first loss.
Yeah, up B out of shield, a pretty important mechanic for most characters to punish bad spacing on shield. Ends up winning Las Vegas the match. But honestly, the main thing that won Las Vegas the match there was the Electric Wind Godfist. We talked about it quite a lot, at least I brought it up. And a big reason that matchup is not good for Roy, actually, is how close you need to be to Kazuya. So I want to see Boise State representing some zoners, maybe their Olimar or DDD here, to regain the advantage. Yeah,
Kazuya also just being such a technical character, you know that the person playing it is going to be very experienced if they are going to be throwing them out in competitive. And yeah, he's just got a lot of really good moves for locking you down as soon as you get near him. I mean, you saw at one point, Roy had a perfect chance to take the stock. He was over 100%. Kazuya was in knockout range to any of really Roy's big attacks, but Kazuya got the grab first and was able to launch him up and just take his stock immediately through a nasty combo. And we're going to see, looks like, as we were talking about zoners, really why this Kazuya is so dangerous, 2-2.
But this is the chance for Boise State of a lifetime. No jumps, no nothing, but ends up weaseling out there for Las Vegas. Just looking for their next starter. Here it is, a little bit of a flub, but keeps the momentum going.
Oh. Getting some more combos onto Palutena, 113%. This could be another stock loss if Boise State isn't able to avoid Kazuya's combos here. Does manage to get some room, but dodges straight into another one and loses the stock 1-2.
Yeah. Here it is, though. Kazuya isn't the best when he's above you. That's when you need to capitalize. Unfortunately, he does land on the ground, and that's just the worst. Electric Wind Godfist once and again.
96 to 105%. Boise State not able to make much of a dent in the stock and loses another one there.
That is
a powerful kick from Kazuya.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. It's notoriously not the best move, but it ends up working out there for Las Vegas.
I mean, on ledge with Palutena being such a light character, that was going to be a knockout there, unfortunately, for Boise State.
Yeah.
Boise State now down 2 characters.
And they just need an answer. Like, they're just running into Kazuya in the airspace that he denies. He has the best anti-air in the game, just going to punch you invincibly. So I really want to see Boise State try and switch up their strategy against him. Yeah,
the real question will be if they're going to bring out King DDD here to try and knock out through Kazuya and maybe some other characters for Olimar if they think the Pikmin play could be good here. I think that I wouldn't be shocked if Olimar came out just because, I mean, we've seen how potent the Pikmin can be on a character that's whole thing is close range, especially with Olimar having great maneuverability. I mean, and who doesn't love hearing the Pikmin throw noise after the mirror match that we had last week between the Pikmin here?
Yeah. Something also niche about Olimar that isn't noticed that much is that his down B does give armor, so it is a way to get out of those devastating combos that Kazuya will enact upon you. And we will likely see that if Kazuya ends up getting an Electric Wind Godfist, which he will.
Kazuya only losing 1 stock in his first match, able to start at 2.
Yeah,
not where Boise State wants to be. But already able to get a little bit of chip damage here and swap out the Pikmin. Olimar putting on the pain as much as possible, but going to get thrown into a combo by Kazuya.
Beautiful evasion, but just chased down.
Now we can see here playing that middle ledge game as much as possible, using the platform for full advantage against this ranged character. 67% now onto the Kazuya. For every little punch that Olimar gets, unfortunately, Kazuya's powerful punches here are getting the stock, and 2-2 now for Boise State versus UNLV.
So many scrambles. Impressively manages to get out of the scramble alive. But straight back to face-to-face combos.
Oh, Danger zone here. Kazuya has his little charge up, doing devastating damage, and another stock lost. Boise State able to get the range game, but not able to get the damage they need to take him out.
That might be what they can find here, approaching the percentage where this stock will be gone. Manages to armor with rage for a clean 36. Very hard for Boise State to come back in this crew battle here, but it starts with this stock.
Any stock taken is an advantage, and Boise State is trying to find it and succeeds 1-1. Now at 0% though, we've seen how hard it was to get all that damage onto Kazuya. Boise State now at 105% here. Have to play very carefully if they want to avoid a knockout before they can take the stock, and that might not be what they get. 127% off ledge here. Whew, tough battle for Boise State.
I can't believe he was hitting hit stun for long enough for that up air to connect, but alas, one by one, each of the players in Boise State have been evaporated by these Kazuya stocks. Noki looking to take all 4 BSU players out.
Yeah, and now it's up to Leodog here to be able to take the game for Boise State. He has to work through a total of, at this point, 10 stocks to get through all of these players if he wants to be able to take it for Boise State. And UNLV is feeling very comfortable right now just with how it's all going, and it's going to be quite the challenge, though. DDD, we've talked about it, has some, advantages going into Kazuya. It's just going to be kind of, as we've seen a little bit down there, that Sora that could be the dangerous character if he manages to get past the Kazuya.
Yeah, like we already have one training mode character here just enacting their devastation with the Electric Wind Godfist, but Sora is also a training mode character. If he lands one nair on you, he can end up taking your entire stock. So not only does Leodog need to go through the landmine that is Kazuya's final stock, but he has to get through multiple swords and the final Sora.
Yeah. In the past, we have seen King DDD perform pretty well against Cloud, so we'll have to see if that ends up being a more dangerous Cloud than some of the others, or if that just tends to be a very comfortable battle for them. But before we can get into that, we're going to see if King DDD and Kazuya, if UNLV will be able to take the first round fairly cleanly, or if Boise State will be able to route this, take out the Kazuya, and begin the gauntlet. The goal here is one stock with minimal stock loss for Boise State. We're going to jump right into it.
That's not what we're going to see at the beginning, though.
Boise State not able to get the footing they want immediately. Throw out the Gordos and go straight to ledge here at 46%. Throws out the Gordo, getting some damage onto Kazuya. Being another heavy hitter, Boise State able to pack as much of a punch as Kazuya himself, and Boise State is not holding back. My goodness.
Yeah, that was a wipe. Yeah.
Yeah, Leodog looked at that and went, no. You're gone. Yeah, I mean, hey, we've seen some pretty powerful, upstage knockouts. I mean, if you get the top stage right, it's one of the hardest areas to be able to really recover from. Like left and right stage, you can do some shenanigans. You can adjust your character a little bit to try and go off of it. That's where we see the fake outs come from. But very rarely, if you get thrown to the top, are you going to come back from that. And Boise State taking full advantage of that. That up air now onto that gauntlet.
That up air was brutal as well because it was a guessing game. The way King DDD hit Kazuya there, the Kazuya had to guess between if he was needed to DI left or right. In Smash Bros, you need to control your stick to move to survive, right? Mm-hmm. And in that situation, it was a pure guess, and he Las Vegas ended up guessing wrong, giving DDD the stock.
Yeah, whenever you play a guessing game, in a fighting game like this, which happens more often than you would think, it's not fun when you don't get it. And luckily for Boise State, they'll be moving on and into what could be one of the hardest matches here for Boise State. Leodog on DDD versus Sora. We're going to jump right into it since there are no stock resets to be had. Boise State already throwing out the Gordos.
Las Vegas has impressed me so far with their technical play. I want to see the same from the Sora here. Or Las Vegas will have a chance of losing to Boise State, honestly.
Yeah, Sora at 46%, not getting as much damage onto DDD at all. In fact, no damage so far, as he's just been able to use these Gordos to keep Sora at bay as much as possible here. Thunder goes out, does not connect, going to swap off to a different ability. Not able to get as much damage onto Boise State just yet. Oh, going to try and begin the combo. Boise State is wise to it and uses the platforms to get a little bit of distance between the Sora player here.
Yeah, catching out a lot of the jump. Sora's really floaty, and Leodog is using that to his advantage as much as he can.
Trying to catch him at any time with the Gordo. We can see the setup goes through. Thunder denies the Gordo, but the Swallow is able to connect. 109% now to 81%. Boise State has a good chance here for a stock knockout if they get a good hit.
Yeah, Sora's actually lighter than Isabel here, so almost any hit. F-tilt's a little stale there, but
this ledge game, very dangerous. You can see that here too. Sora playing a very dangerous game. Gets a grab off, is going to throw DDD off ledge, tries to go for a combo with the Thunder, not able to get it. And now Boise State able to get the knockout. All right, 3-2, Boise State holding on to their first stock, but at 116%. It's going to be a very dangerous place if they don't want to lose another stock, having to bait out on ledge. Ooh, nice swallow on the spell.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, kill confirmed. Classic Sora kill confirmed. So strong, just off of any stray hit there.
Yeah, we see the spin to win in full action. Now evened up with the stocks 2-2. Going to see some shield play back and forth here, not wanting to immediately move in and not wanting to get near that dangerous combo.
Since DDD is so big, it's so easy for Sora to chain a lot of aerials on him. As we're about to see, ends up getting impressively.
Boise State avoiding them as much as possible, but at 77% to 27, now 47%. With the Gordo blocked, Sora getting a little wiser to how Boise State is wanting to play this.
I'm loving how Leodog has been approaching Sora so far. He hasn't really just been recklessly charging in, but the defense from Las Vegas is working out to a good degree. Farming percent and almost getting their Leodog stock. Not quite yet, though.
Leodog holding onto his stock, looking to confirm another 105% onto Sora, going for that ledge game here. Sora trying to get to ledge recovery, is able to. Boise State there waiting, not able to get the confirmation. So we're going to throw him off ledge again, but the freeze is not going to let Boise State capitalize on it. Now at 164%, any hit could be very dangerous here for either side. Gordo gets reflected, and Leodog, if he was any closer to the ledge, could have been knocked out there. Hanging on as much as possible here. The shields are there for as much careful play, and 138% to 187. Sora looking for the recovery, able to recover as you would expect from a Sora. Almost gets the knockout there.
Leodog's just living right now.
But playing across the map, able to hold on here. Oh, one more hammer swing. It could go either way. Boise State wants it. We can see it hanging on, shielding, but
shield poked.
Unfortunately there. Shield down a little too early, and UNLV takes the stock with Sora at 152%. Able to even it up, though, with a nice hit from the hammer. It was bound to happen eventually.
And now, first hit racks up quite a lot of percentage here. Leodog's got to find their way in safely. Finds it with a grab. Good choice.
Boise State at one stock against this Sora. One stock left for UNLV.
Feeling the pressure Leodog is, but manages to reclaim his composure. A little bit of chilling from the ice there.
68 to 43. Boise State knows that losing this stock means losing the first round. While UNLV has space to move, Boise State going up to 100%. Dangerous zone, not quite as much for DDD, but with that combo.
I don't think it would have killed. I agree with Las Vegas. They're just extending their offense a little bit, but it has given Leodog a chance here.
Mixing it up a little bit. Once again, just trying to play that careful middle game, not wanting to get too close to a spot where he could be taken out, but
does not work.
Able to hang on from the ability there. Pushes him back with a Gordo, gets frozen once again.
Ends up missing up the timing minigame.
Oh, Gordo goes out.
Still losable.
Boise State hanging on, knows there is a chance. It's not down yet. 160% doesn't mean anything to DDD here with 100% onto Sora. Good hit could be the end with that grab, but he's going to hang on.
Yeah.
Ledge, now for the ledge game.
Las Vegas has been playing so slow this entire time, but they need to find the hit, not a projectile.
Oh!
I can't believe that extended. Wow.
Yeah, it was like kind of the perfect moment there for UNLV, and Boise State with that is going to lose the first game in this best of 3 4v4 crew battle. And with that, we're going to have to see. This is going to be a bit of a challenge for Boise State. They didn't get as much information as they would have liked out of that first round.
Yeah, I think the players in the reserve, after they lost to Kazuya, should be thinking about how that happened. And I think the name of the game is Boise State needs to slow down their tempo a little bit. I think they're running into the Kazuya doing his job for them. They got to be chill with letting them come to Boise State, in my opinion.
Yeah, tempo is a huge thing, especially when you're playing against a character where anytime you make a reckless push towards them can infinitely punish you for it, because there's not many characters that are just as good at close range as they are. And with that, Boise State is going to have to figure out how to handle it as we get into the next match. We're going to be able to check out what the characters might use to deal with it. So far, we're not seeing any immediate swaps, though I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a couple. Though, at this point, these are probably some of the best matchups going in as long as they can get past that Kazuya. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's the first one out again, since he did so much work. They don't really have to worry about swapping it up or moving him around in the roster.
Yeah, Las Vegas is chilling right now. Why fix what's broken? Just use Noki, Kazuya, and see what happens, to be honest. Force Boise State to adapt. We shall see if that is what occurs, but adaptation is the name of the game, and that's what we need to see from Boise State to take the rest of the set.
I do wonder who they'll decide to start with. Looks like we're going to move into Palutena, though we're going to be moving away from the Kazuya to Cloud.
I guess they just want to change it up a little bit, get their players playing.
Yeah, Cloud getting maybe just to mix up with Boise State here. We see jumping in Palutena versus Cloud. Boise State wanting to watch for that limit break as much as possible and deny him charging it up.
Yep. Limit break, up B, and these spaced aerials are the big threats from Cloud here. And unlike what I was saying just earlier, the name of the game for Boise State is getting into range to bully Cloud. Let's see if they can. So far, they are just getting juggled by the up air.
Taking a little bit of more damage from Cloud. Limit break is out. Don't want to get hit by it. Luckily, able to dodge it there. 87% to 60% here. 82% now onto the Cloud. Boise State having to play a little bit out of their comfort zone with Palutena, having to get up and close and personal to try and, yeah, as you said, prevent the charge in the limit break. Not able to prevent it a second time, however, as it comes out. And it's going to take out the first stock for Boise State here.
And Las Vegas is representing some of the best moves in the game here. Cloud back air is on the list for best move in game, and they are showing why. Good on ledge, good in neutral, and good in combos. What else can you ask for?
65% onto Cloud versus 18% on Boise State. Good ability off there, but I guess, again, Palutena definitely not in their comfort zone here for the brawl. Getting batted around quite a bit into the air. Going to knock Cloud off, onto the ledge here. Could be a good spot to prevent Cloud, and they are going to deny it.
Does not get the ledge with the limit. Had to choose one or the other.
And with that, 2-2 here, evened out stocks-wise.
And we talk a lot about ledge, but Cloud is one of the scariest characters on the ledge. His sword is so massive, and it sends so far. Avoiding it is top priority for Boise State, as usual, but alas.
Palutena having some issues with that, 126% with the limit break here. Not even going to use it, Boise State now having to go back to one stock with the limit break, able to dodge it with his shield. Definitely see your life flash before your eyes when that comes out. And with that, 2-1, Boise State taking a lot of punishment here on the ledge. See Cloud trying to deny it, Palutena able to get past it. 32 to 79%.
Swinging from both sides, to be honest, looking for their starter.
Yeah, just that one good hit is what both sides are looking for to begin their combos. Once again, limit break denied. Boise State not wanting to take any more massive damage from it. Trying to avoid as many big strikes as possible, but Cloud getting a couple combos off here.
Oh.
Yeah.
June's been representing that a lot, actually. That is ledge trump into back air. It is play aroundable, but it is a 50-50 if you grab a ledge before Cloud, and that is what happened.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw also a couple times there too where he was using abilities just kind of hitting downwards, trying to look for any opportunity to hit Palutena as they were kind of leaping up to grab the ledge, which, you know, kind of just like poking the fingers off. You know, you see, you know that like dramatic movie moments where like someone's hanging on the ledge, like their fingers just barely like starting to fall off. That's what Cloud does. He just kind of looks at it and goes, we'll scrape those fingers off. You can leave now. And that is the dangerous part of Cloud, as we saw it. I mean, combined with Limit Break, who just kind of forces you to hide until it's gone. He's very good at controlling the battle. He is about control in a lot of cases.
I agree fully. Everything in his kit is control. You mentioned Limit Break forcing you away, but at certain points in the game, when he's charging it instead of having it, he forces you into him, which is even scarier at sometimes.
Yeah, you never really get to play the game you want. You're always playing on his terms, because either you have to run up to try and stop him from just twiddling his thumbs as he gathers his energy, or you are running away for dear life because he gathered enough energy that he's now glowing.
He's blue.
He's blue, glowing, and if he hits you with anything and you're too near the side of the map, you might be gone. And with that, we're going to get a little bit of a swap up here from Gokis as he's going to bring out the Joker. We're going to see Limit Break versus Arsene, which, you know, counter one powerful charge-up ability with another powerful charge-up ability. So, makes sense to me. Fight fire with fire.
I love this choice from Gokis. You don't have to play on the terms. We just mentioned how controlling Cloud is. But if there's any character that rebels from the norm, it is Joker. He can play his game no matter what, honestly. He's so mobile and all-rounder-ish that he doesn't really need to care about the tools Cloud represents.
And he's very comfortable in the melee, as we can see here. Able to get up and deny Cloud from getting his charge as fast as possible, something Palutena was struggling with a little bit. And we can see right here, he's not, at this point, Cloud had his Limit Break in the previous match. He has gained it now, but Joker is nowhere near as damaged, and it's not going to let him get it through fully. He's going to go for the knockout, but he's not going to get it, and Arsene is out.
Honestly, not the worst situation there. That was an incredible read by June. But Boise State is still living, Gokis is, with the notorious down gun. It's the best, or one of the best disadvantaged tools in the game.
And with the range of his abilities strengthened by Arsene, now Cloud is a little bit more on the back foot, having to run away while waiting for the time limit here. You can see some more damage going out. Joker a little bit more punished throughout this game right now, but Cloud is close behind at 99%.
And now I need to see Gokis look for a whiff punish here with forward air, or just find a smash attack opportunity. There is not going to be another Arsene this stock unless something ridiculous happens.
I'd be shocked if Joker managed to live through that. And it looks like we might not see his stock loss, though, as we're so close here. The limit is gone, though. We did see it was very close to charging, and not there anymore. So now Boise State safe for a little bit longer from Limit Break.
It's a poke war for the final hit here, and that is the worst situation possible for Joker. Most of his pokes will not end the stock, while Cloud is a specialist with the ledge trump into back air once again.
And we do see that back air go out, and now Boise State is down to 2 stocks. Limit Break is out again, ready to deal some dangerous damage to Joker. Doesn't get the full hit off and has to be careful himself at 144%.
Yeah, just fishing for a big combo starter. I kind of agree by June. At your mentality, you're going to die soon anyway, so might as well risk it for something huge. Ends up not finding it quite yet, but getting these pokes for 40% and ledge.
154% onto Cloud. Arsene is out with the damage he needs. This could be the way that he is able to take the stock. We see him jump off to ledge, now bringing Cloud down to 1 stock. Still with the stock advantage, and 54% is not the most uncomfortable spot to be in.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with Arsene. If you win the next interaction, you win so much here. But Cloud is looking to stall it out. Finds it down air after the combo starter. Kind of tragic for Boise State.
Ooh, Boise State off ledge at 100%. Limit Break is out. This could be a knockout range for UNLV here for this stock. Joker not wanting to let that happen. Limit Break is denied. It's going to knock him off ledge once more. Boise State definitely getting into those death percentages.
And what do? Like, he's just swinging his sword. You're so mobility trapped, and you just have to guess after guess.
Yeah, one big issue for Joker will just be that range game comparatively. Unfortunately for Joker, running around with his knife, not quite as long as the sword here. And we can see Limit Break coming out one more time. Cloud just kind of reveling with it, able to get as much damage off as possible here. This will be a fight for this last stock, but the Arson is about to activate. And once again, UNLV will have to go back on the back foot, dodge game a little bit here. Boise State knows this is their opportunity to take the stock and get Joker to where they need to be. Well, but Cloud's going to get close to the limit break.
I understand the
goodness.
methodology, but it's so risky, and this is the universe where it doesn't work out, sadly. Ends up getting some reward anyways. You have to fight it. Versus limit without your own Arsene. Can you do it? The answer is no. Evaporated off stage there.
Yeah, unfortunate for Boise State. Going to lose Joker and Palutena to the Cloud this time around, but he is at 1 stock, which is a little bit better than where they were at with the Kazuya, or who looks like he's going to be swapping to Terry. And that'll give Boise State a little bit more room to move with this first character compared to the last one. Though it is really unfortunate. I don't think Joker really got to capitalize on his last Arsene.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it works out. It's so either hit or miss, and sometimes you have to miss. It's just how it works out in this game with all the power-ups on DLC.
And it looks out like Boise State's going to come out swinging this time around. Not going to leave DDD for the last character in the roster, but try and shut down this Cloud as fast as possible.
A little bit of SDs here. Get the stocks ready up.
Yeah, I do understand the idea for DDD here. Olimar doing so much chip damage going up against limit-breaking Cloud is not going to put you at the spot you want to be. DDD has a great chance of coming out of this without losing any stocks, though. June is already trying to zone out DDD here on the ledge. He's able to just barely make the recovery. My goodness.
Please, how does that even happen there?
That was insane. I thought we were watching Jigglypuff for a moment. Gets the swallow off. Boise State able to come back from that here.
No limit break. And actually, despite the percentages, Boise State is here to play. Could be sniping the stock right here.
I mean, Boise State knows that they have a lot more room to play with their stock right now, and they're going to use it as much as possible, try to deny this limit break. 102 to 105. Boise State able to swing the damage percentages back, but Cloud is very close to his limit break here. It's out. Boise State trying to avoid it, get some good hammer action going. But
saves the
hit it. Oh no!
But ends up getting sniped anyways.
Oh.
The limit break neutral, we've been used quite a lot by this Cloud. It's just such a strong projectile.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get hit by limit break and it has the multi-attack, it just sends you flying, and we see that right here. But Boise State, not wanting to lose another stock, is going to get the Cloud and deny him. Though losing another stock, where at this point we can see here a 4 stock difference.
Yeah, and Boise State knows the Kazuya is difficult, or Terry. We're going to know he's going to play well anyways. The Terry's difficult, the Sora's difficult, and we haven't seen the Krom, but with that amount of data, you can assume he's pretty difficult too. So Boise State has got to lock in and understand what their win conditions are.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting how many brawly characters UNLV has. Like, they've got Terry, they've got Cloud, they've got Krom. Sora has some more range, and I mean, all of them have a little bit of range, but it is funny to me that we've got a lot of the big punchy guys coming out to fight Boise State, which Boise State tending to like a little bit more of the like glass cannon, light and fast characters is not their best matchup.
Yeah, especially Roy versus Kazuya, which is what we started out with. And notoriously one of the worst matchups in the game for top tiers. But that's not anything we're seeing right now. We're going to see a slow-paced, chill match against Sora and DDD. Let's see if Boise State can right their wrong from last set and end up deleting this Sora from UNLV. Sorry.
Boise State does have to worry about the numbers advantage here on the stocks, and this is going to be an uphill battle. And Boise State ready to take the challenge, moving in, looking for their opportunity to dodge Sora's abilities as much as possible here, trying to avoid those aerials as well.
It's just the battle of big buttons in the air. And none of them are really landing for either side quite yet.
Ooh, good dodge there from Boise State. Getting a hit off, now gonna lock Sora onto ledge. Gets the knockout immediately, using the advantage of Sora's lightness off ledge there. Yeah, gets the knockout. I didn't see the percentage fully, but I don't think he was even
70.
Yeah, he wasn't even over 100 yet. So great spot for Boise State here. 56 to 49. Gets the jet hammer.
This is what you need if you're Boise State. You need the confidence to press down B as King DDD, and it ends up working out.
Really been enjoying the jet hammers as of late, and it really pays off there for Boise State. 76 to 65, although Boise State had the higher damage numbers at the start of this stock section here. Sora is now the one struggling at 87%, now 100%, and as we saw, Boise State can take out Sora right here if they get a good opportunity.
And an opportunity will present itself as Sora is locked in the corner, manages to find the grab. I am a liar. Sora gets their opportunity here
Ooh,
instead.
but not able to use the ledge with the Gordo sticking there. That freeze was scary there for a moment. 114% to 109. The battle of the ledge continues. Sora gets another grab. Does not want DDD playing the game and took the stock.
While all of his buddies were throwing hands, Sora decided to study the magic arts, and it's ended up working out for University of Las Vegas. As Leodog on his final stock cannot take these stray hits, or everyone knows what will happen next. Manages to find the back air.
Boise State getting a great knockout there, 24-0%, keeping the percentages as close as possible here. Boise State has a chance to take it, but they're gonna have to be very careful. Nice dodge into the roll there. It's going to bring Sora onto ledge. Jet Hammer out once again.
This is not something you see. Like, I'm impressed on how easily Las Vegas reacted to that move.
58% now onto DDD here to 25%. Throws out the Gordo, gets the swallow off as well. Now 61 to 40%.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interaction was
Finds
not in
the
DD's
Sora.
favor, but he is able to get the swallow again. Sora's not been able to dodge that as much as he would want. Boise State trying to stay out range of as many of the abilities as possible. Not going to be able to get past the Thunder here. 100%,
Wow, the final,
114.
that Gordo versus Blizz has been
Oh,
working out. Manages to find the Gordo into Sora.
could be a really good spot there. Able to gain some space for Boise State. Going back to the ledge here, trying to find some opportunities without getting hit by any powerful attacks, but not able to get close without major damage. 99 to 114.
Deja vu of earlier sections of the match, but Possessed will not let it happen for Boise State. Instead, ends up opting to take the F tilt.
112% to 115%. Either could take it here in this moment. The freeze goes out. Sora tries to get a charge attack off. Boise State is able to dodge it and stay on the field for a bit longer here. Going to get launched in the air. Able to dodge the Thunder as well. Oh, Sora does not want Leodog to touch the ground here. So we're going to go back to the ledge. Yeah, just really not giving him the opportunity for a breather as we see 162%, now 168 onto DDD. Gets this Gordo off, now creating a little extra space on the ledge, gaining a bit of control back. Any hit could be the doom of either side right here.
And the ice cycling, just Sora's looking for the Blizz to end the game. Making in front of Sora basically a kill box. But in front of Leodog is a kill box in the air as he ends up taking the final stock of that game.
Yeah, Boise State hanging onto their stock. We're now technically even in players, and the gap between the teams is now shortened quite a bit. We've gone from a 4-stock difference to a 2-stock difference, giving them a much more comfortable pace to set at for this next part of the game. Though now it might be, we have to see if the Terry or the Crom will come out and how much damage Leodog can get off to help out Supersonic, or just take all the characters on himself.
That's preferable.
Yeah, that would be the goal, but 1 stock to 6 is always that scary zone where everything you do must be perfect, while your opponents can technically make as many mistakes as they want until the stock's even up again.
Yeah, I agree. Personally, I'm biased towards wanting to see Terry. I like traditional fighting games a lot. Shoutouts to the company SNK making Garo soon. Excited for that. But if we do end up seeing the Crom, Las Vegas will show all 4 of their players this set. It is the Terry.
We'll be see Noki coming out once again on the Terry. He was a menace on Kazuya, so Boise State will have to be careful going into this next round. 1 stock against a player who's shown that he is pretty skilled with these more technical fighters here. We're going to jump right into the match.
And something that Terry represents, we saw instantly, his power wave is a lot stronger versus Gordo. So not even the autopilot game plan works for Leodog this time around.
60% to 32%, now 78%. DDD already racking up damage on his 1 stock. Platform giving a little bit of extra room.
Yeah, this is
but Boise State now playing the game. Don't let him touch the ground. Oh, gets another Gordo on. Oh, gets the hammer off. Not going to let Terry touch the ground as much as possible. The game is floor is lava, but Unfortunately, Terry doesn't get to decide that right now. 102% does have the go meter.
Go.
Oh, wait, the straight Gordo bounce.
That was crazy. Any hit from Terry means you're going home if you're Leodog here, so you got to be extremely careful.
Oh, we see he tries to get the combo off.
Yeah.
Boise State dances around it.
Just goes for Buster Wolf straight up, ends up not working.
Oh, and Boise State gets the knockout.
Beautiful by Leodog there.
104% to 0%. Boise State taking the stock, but gets...
Nope.
Oh, the denial. Boise State still hanging on. Not going to let that last stock go to waste. If we can get another stock, that's what Boise State wants. Oh.
Just living, to be honest. Oh, that's the party starter with an air dodge as well.
There we go, Boise State.
Read after read, you do need to play perfectly if you're Leodog, as usual in the anchor or near anchor position.
37 to 149. This could be dangerous, but once again, Leodog hanging on.
Okay.
The power of the heavy is present, but not for that. A powerful attack there. Terry getting the combo off, finally able to knock out Leodog, but does not come out unscathed. As he does lose a stock, giving the advantage to Supersonic in this next matchup, though now he will have to chunk through 3 stocks going forward.
Yeah, 2 stocks of Terry.
5 stocks, yeah.
And with that, mostly Supersonic needs to keep a calm head and focus on 1 game at a time. 5 stocks is totally doable, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with Olimar having the ranged advantage in this situation. Power Wave is good against the Pikmin. We've talked about that in the past. It has great ability to just kind of knock them out. But we've also seen Olimar perform really well against Terry.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, once he gets through, if he does get through the Terry and is able to like knock it out, the Crom will have some issues being a sword fighter who just doesn't have the range. But Olimar, like you said, has to focus fight to fight.
Yep.
Really just lock in and try to lose as minimal stocks as possible for this very first round.
Yep. Got to rise up to your opponents and the opportunities given to you, and that is what is happening right now as Supersonic, given the chance to put Boise State on his shoulders.
Also, I appreciate that the tooltip we got was for the PvE mode, not the PvP mode.
Very fitting for the character on screen here, Olimar.
He's like, I'm everyone versus 1 player, but Olimar not able to get the damage numbers to start. Terry getting a powerful attack off, just showing the difference in these characters. Chip damage versus full frontal assault there. 90% already onto Olimar's first stock.
And the movement by Terry as well. Usually a brawler like this is relatively easy to pin down off stage. Not the case for Terry here. So another win condition for Olimar is kind of destroyed there. All of his Pikmin are gone, by the way, so he can only use like 2 attacks. Gotta pluck them back. There they are.
Able to get the pluck because Terry jumped off ledge trying to go for potential opportunity there. Not able to get it. Olimar hanging on.
Oh, and the whiff DP does not end up finding the punish on it.
Olimar added a couple weights to his shoes there to hang on with that stock, but not able to get as much as he wanted out of it. 2-2 now. Boise State at their 2 stocks to UNLV's 5.
Pikmin is all about finding spare parts. I think Olimar needs to find spare hits here for Boise State to have a chance. I want to see it start happening, or Terry's just going to delete these stocks as usual.
62 to 28%. Terry jumping up. Ooh, good shield there from Boise State, getting a little extra damage off. Launching him into the air. This is the type of thing they need to see if they want to be able to prevent the Terry from destroying all the Pikmin. He is at go meter.
Yeah.
Olimar does not want to get near now. This is now a runaway game.
Power, yeah.
Dodge the power wave. Don't let it hit you.
It looks so laggy, but from that range, it's honestly hard to punish as well. Beautiful tool for Terry at this point in time. Needs to be deleted for Boise State.
I do appreciate the 2 purple Pikmin here hanging out. All gone, though, as the stock is lost. Now last stock for Boise State. UNLV hanging on to their 5 right now.
Great air
Still
dodge.
at go meter.
That's
Olimar really needs to be able to take out this Terry so his go meter can be gone.
Yeah, like Terry is so destructive anyways that with this go meter, it's just compounded. It's compound interest, and Boise State cannot afford it right now.
74 to 146. Terry throwing Olimar around back and forth between the stage here.
Okay, ends up not getting the punish, sadly.
Boise State able to
Need to find the stock.
Knocks him off ledge, 167%. Olimar needs one good hit here. Not able to get it, being skyrocketed all the way to 111% here.
And I mean, even if you get the stock, you gotta play perfectly. So let's see it happen. No, not even. There it is for University of Las Vegas. Boise State ends up falling short this time around.
Though overall, Boise State was able to get a really good comeback in that second round there. We went from a, kind of runaway there with the Kazuya into the Sora to Boise State being able to chunk through two of the characters and get into the Terry stocks, but just once again, the power of like a character that can just deal so much damage compared to another one was able to get the win for UNLV.
I'm impressed by Boise State, even though they did end up going 0-2 there. It seems like they've regained their composure. I don't remember any SDs. So even though it's a loss, you don't need to harp on it. Just focus on the future.
Yeah, overall, great gameplay from both sides, both teams playing their hearts out and trying their best to get the combos they needed. I appreciated a lot of the really fun moments we saw. There was just some crazy, if anything, it wasn't SDs that we saw this time. It was crazy recoveries that I wasn't expecting. The fake outs were insane tonight. And with that, that is all we've got for tonight. So thank you for joining us for Mountain West Super Smash Bros. We do have a couple fun just recaps for you of what the awesome moments in the match. And with that, have a great night and check out what we've got the rest of the week and the week after.